is our third try at this. Let's go. We got today on the Ladstack podcast, Connor.
I'm Will, drinker of tea and resident Pokemon Showdown expert, I guess.
Hi, yes.
Brandon, I'm just here to talk about video games and shoot the shit.
Yes.
Dean.
He needs no other explanation. And I'm Dave. I'm the only NDP voter in all of Alberta, apparently, besides Edmonton.
Oh, that's a hot take.
My riding was
He's gonna get fucking chased out of the country.
my riding was 94% conservative, boys. Let me tell you what.
Holy shit.
Oh boy.
Wild. Okay, so if it isn't obvious from the little slight difference in Dave's voice, he is our special caller in today.
Yeah.
And in fact, he's so special that we have had to definitely not try multiple times before we get this right. Anyways.
Let all you viewers know we live stream this. If you'd like to join our Discord, the link's in our Patreon.
Well, I'm editing out your dumbness.
This podcast was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Join now to get 100 free gold coins.
Also, just as important, we're also sponsored by Monster Energy, if that
Oh
isn't
my
obvious.
God.
Sponsors, I'd just like to read this. We got a sponsor here today for NordVPN.
All right, I'll edit in the recording of us doing NordVPN,
All right.
Monster
I think-
Energy,
I think-
and all that. Anyways, so before we mess this all up, Dave, you want to continue your little talk about Death Stranding? Now that we're actually recording?
Yeah. Well, so the topic is hot takes on a few recent games that came out.
Mm-hmm.
I think, Will,
Yep.
I actually kind of want to hear first. Will, you've played a lot of Pokemon. Some might say perhaps too much. You've climbed the ladder. You refuse to do Breloom Spore Mach Punch spam like I do. Tell us a little bit about how you feel about Sword and Shield.
Yeah, in fact, he's playing it currently.
Yeah, we're actually currently playing it. I'm going to pass it around and hopefully everybody will have a game of this.
Yeah.
New. Really fantastic. Not flat at all. Really, truly something special here for the people at home. Yeah, it's just... it's okay. Like, it's like when any meta drops, like, everybody's like, oh, this is overpowered or that's overpowered. But, like, genuinely, I would say Dynamax is going to get banned. So, like, the new mechanic of this game is going to get banned.
What is it?
Because it's... So, like...
For the viewers at home who are not aware, he's talking about Pokemon
It
Showdown.
is, but it's very unbalanced because it's like a free Mega, and, like, you get 3 almost Z moves. So, like, if a Z move is, like, 100%, you get, like, a 75% Z move with a special, like, really good effect for, like, every single move that you have. And it could be any Pokemon at any point in time as long as they haven't used it yet. So, like...
Oh, yeah, so where there's a little button to press.
So, yeah, like,
Dynamax, just like
I
Z
could
moves, okay.
Just randomly Dynamax at any point, and it doubles your HP value, and it gives you a bunch of really good moves.
It sounds like it's like Mega and Z moves put together and even more like unpredictable, basically.
It
Basically.
is. And then there's
It's
also...
interesting idea.
Yeah, there's also Gmax, which is, like, the Pokemon that were originally designed to Dynamax. So, like, if I were to Gmax a Pokemon, like, and it is one of the ones that can Gmax, it gets, like, a special move. So that could be...
Charizard.
Yeah, Charizard.
Gotta be every Charizard #1, baby.
Old guy.
Yeah, like, they all have, like, Gmax, so they have a...
There's those weird, like, Pikachu variations. They're Gigantamax, aren't they?
like the mix and match shit? Like the fossil Pokemon?
The new one that turns purple and black.
No, I meant, like, the Pikachu. Like, there's, like, chubby Pikachu.
Yeah, it's big OG
Oh, yeah, there
Pikachu.
probably is a Gigantamax.
Yeah, I heard people actually saw people on Twitter were calling it Boomer Chew because it was like the Pikachu and the Boom watching Pokemon, and I fucking love it.
That's pretty accurate.
That's so funny how Boomer is becoming a new, like,
It
slur.
okay.
It's the new N-word. I'm
Perfect.
telling you.
That's a good segue. So the one topic that I wrote down that I wanted to get over. So do we want to? Is there anything we want to talk about? We can get back to the video games later, but something I would really wanted to talk about is Boomer the new N-word?
As an aside from a meta thing, I'm imagining Connor's like list of things he wants to talk about. It's just video games, then okay Boomer.
It does. It says the title. I will read it word for word. Okay, boomer. You may not believe it, but I think that boomer is the new N-word.
Okay, so boomer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So we'll do a little. I'm the one that brought up the topic, so we won't start with me. I have a lot to say about this, but we'll get to me after. Will, do you wanna tag in on this topic? Do you think that the boomer is the new N-word? If so, yet why? And if not, why? And if you got nothing else to say, just
I don't think it's that bad, really. I don't know how to like. It's just kind of like an insult, and I would argue like for the like social justicey people, like it's more about the intent of the word. Like if you're joking around, like it's not bad, and I don't think many people say boomer as like really an actual word to call like to cause hurt.
true, I guess.
Oh, hold
I
on,
don't
I
know.
wanna watch this. I'm about to style on this kid.
All right.
Hold on.
I'll give some described video. Will is playing Showdown. He has a Pelipper against a Jolteon
No,
named
wait,
On
wait,
Speed.
wait.
Oh my god, he just
Wait, wait.
transformed into
Oh fuck.
Lightning Bolt, Thunderbolt, sorry. I'm
To
bad.
summarize, get fucked, nerd.
Yeah, get fucked. That's what's his name? Shouting you out, you bad.
Oh, and he just Dynamaxed, and I don't know what to do with my life anymore.
Alright.
Push a button, my Pokemon get big.
Pokemon.
Alright, so Will, you seem like you've chimed in. Killfoy, you wanna
The boomer thing, I don't think it's a slur. I think it's kind of ridiculous that people are gonna make it a slur. Like, it's like calling if fucking millennials reacted and said calling us millennials is like calling us that kind of term.
Yeah.
It's a big stretch in my head. It's a term to define a group of people by age, not by ethnicity, not by race, not by anything like that. It's a pure time age thing. So that's like, again, like if millennials or like Gen Z or whoever got mad at those titles.
Okay.
When it's a literal like piece of your body, or like, you know what I mean? Like your age is a part of
Yeah,
you.
it's something you can't really change.
And I guess I think could be said about racial ideas, but it's not meant in a derogatory way. From what I've heard, it's not like, oh, those fucking boomers. It's just like, okay, boomer, because someone's being ignorant. Like,
Yeah.
The ways I've seen it.
It is. It's certainly much more of a meme. Like I've seen it as like a denouncement. Like if someone says something that seems very old-fashioned, you'd be like, "Okay, boomer."
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean for sure. Dean, you want to say anything?
I just like it because it's a funny word. Haha.
Agreed.
Old people will be like, hey, look at you being young and with it. And I'd be like, haha, okay.
Dave.
I just want to say as an aside, I'm getting the reverb on my voice now. Did you guys change the setup?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, something went fucky.
Uh-oh. The recording on you
Recording
stopped.
Uh-oh.
It also sounds like you guys are deep throating cans.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I think something happened with the mics.
Okay, I don't know.
Honestly, Dave, that is now the clap sync because on the recording it's just a chunk
Yeah,
of
clap
fucking
sync.
sound.
I need you guys to know the reverb of that sounded incredible.
Just look at that, whatever that is over there on the thing.
Hey, what does it sound like?
Right now,
Yeah,
I can hear myself,
yeah,
like straight up.
yeah.
What did you change?
I was trying to get because Connor's mic was really loud, but
Oh, was I? Oh, sorry.
this one wasn't.
I can just move me down a bit.
No.
Doesn't? Rip. Okay.
Rip Areno.
Could also be just a little loud too.
Well, this is unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, we had a nice little few minutes there.
I mean, we can continue it. I just want to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm at nothing today. I just gotta cook some roast beef in a bit.
Word.
So like,
Okay, this team is by far the best of the
Seems
three that I
very important.
made/stole.
Keep you away from
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
test.
Oh, is this gonna kill yet?
What, this guy actually nicknamed his Pokemon. What a. Well.
I should have named my
Brad, Dave, those fucking edits of Rianne were so funny.
Oh man, I was so happy with what I did there.
So long.
I was
dude,
I was
guys.
saying to the boys, I have 71 unique photos of Liam. Like just, I have a, I have a Liam repository, and I found the perfect image. Oh, and just slapped it down there.
Boom.
So in the pictures of people in my Google Photos, I have 713 of me because Liam is the
Yep.
second highest in there with 147 pictures of Liam.
Holy shit.
Oh, sweet little
Wild.
boy.
Then it's you, Dave, with 166.
Guess so.
He didn't say anything. So
All right.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear myself too. Fuck.
You can't hear us though
No, I can hear you.
Okay. We were worried that
through Discord.
Yeah, so like I can hear you from podcast recording, and then my voice comes through about a second later.
Yeah. Okay. I think I fixed the mics.
It might be also because Dean is close to the speaker.
It is. Yeah, that's why.
Do you know what though? I could 100% suffer through this. Yeah, I can still hear me.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
yikes.
That's not good.
Well, sucks to be you, Dave.
Like I said, I'll suffer through this.
All right. As long as it isn't too bad from like what we're saying, we can continue. I can't even remember what happened before the thing cut off. We were talking
Finishing the
How about
boomer
Boomer?
talk.
Yeah.
We asked Dave
Yeah.
his opinion on it.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Dave.
and I got an opinion. I'll tell you what. So what I'm actually going to do is I'll just mute my voice or mute the user volume on you guys, because then I can just talk.
Yeah. Go for it.
You know? Okay. So what I found really interesting when looking into that is that the person who actually made that initial hot take was actually fired from his previous job when he compared an African American male to a monkey. Yeah. So what I think about the whole boomer thing is it's patently ridiculous to compare what really is just a response to older generations calling the younger generation special snowflakes, which in itself is ageist if you want to fucking get into that, I guess, can of worms, to an actually like culturally significant and terrible slavery and just generally racially oppressive word. Like there's a lot of connotation with the N word. Like the reason why, like the fact I'm saying the N word and can say boomer, kind of I think really juxtaposes how serious each one is. So no, I don't think boomer is the new N word. I think someone took a boomer's opinion and blew it up because it was so controversial, and I just think it's funny.
Okay. Cool. You can hear us again, correct?
Yes, I can hear you guys.
Okay, cool. So, the reason why I asked about this is there's a video that I think predates all this recent controversy that was made by 4chan. That is,
The hacker known as 4chan.
yeah, the hacker known as 4chan. That's where at least I found it. It's this the classic meme where it's basically 30-year-old boomers. I don't know if you've seen it. Like the classic drawing that 4chan has of like those little balding fellows that are just going
Oh, the
around
Wojaks?
drinking White
Yeah.
Monster.
Yeah. Hey, my voice isn't reverbing now.
Oh,
Yeah, it's it's working out. Where the audio levels on our end don't really seem like they're that high, but I think we can fix that in post. As long as we're recording something, it should be fine.
all right, cool.
All right, cheers. And keep going, Connor.
The relevancy of what I'm talking about comes from this little video that is called Boomer USA. You can look it up on YouTube. It's not the first result. It's the second one. It's a little animated thing. Can I bring it up on this screen up here to show everyone?
Yeah, maybe.
Where cool. Dave, if you want to watch along at home, YouTube Boomer USA. It's not the first one. It's the second one, and it should have a what's it called? Who are the people that do Sultans of Swing?
Oh yeah.
Those people.
Dire Straits.
Dire Straits. Okay, it has a Dire Straits song in the background. That's how you know it's right, and it's like very well drawn. Anyways, Boomer USA. Just simple as that. Anyways, there's a little quote at the end that I just want to speak for itself, and then you'll kind of get what I'm going with the second one. Cool.
First one looks even wilder.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's epic.
Thank you, Connor. Very cool.
No problem, Dave. Boomer isn't an age; it's a state of mind. Dwight D. Eisenhower obviously did not say that, but
I think he did actually.
maybe. Either way, That's basically what I'm trying to say, is that boomer isn't really based off the age. You were saying that earlier, and I believe it's much more like anyone that has that like old-fashioned view, or like that's what I believe is in a boomer more so than like the age group thing. And I think that's where it's kind of interesting when we're thinking about like, oh wow, so they're just basing it off of nothing besides just how they think the person is. And that's the reason why I was then kind of comparing it to like that whole statement where it's saying it's like, oh, it's the new N-word, because it's just kind of like mislabeling people or using it to just like discredit them and be like, oh, you're just this thing, and just put them into a negative category. It's just, if you're a boomer state of mind wise, you shouldn't be listened to. I don't know. Kind of went into it, but that little video certainly is something that I think is relevant to what we're talking about. I don't know if we'll do show notes, but I can put the link to it, I'm sure. So yeah, only exclude. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Only for the Patreon backers, though.
The Patreon posts.
yeah, but you can only see our Patreon
$10
post
a
if you're the
month.
highest. What is it called? Highest tier.
And you can see my feet pics for $25 a month on my Patreon.
And in that little space, we'll insert Deegan's
Sure.
name to his Patreon. Anyways, so that was that. We're gonna move on to a little bit more less controversial
More or
one.
less.
This is going to be a would you rather question. So we'll go around this in reverse order this time. We'll start with Dean, then end with me. The question is, would you rather lose a finger or lose your front teeth?
Lose a finger. Easily.
Can we choose which finger, or is it random?
It can be any finger.
I lose my left ring finger.
Left ring finger. So you're permanently shocker mode.
Well, I was just gonna say I could never get married, but
That too.
Incel for life, baby.
shocker for life, never gonna wed me.
Oh my god.
The front teeth, Connor?
Yeah, so like I mean
Like both top and bottom
no,
front teeth?
just your top one, sorry, I should say that.
Quintessential teeth.
Yeah.
Those ones.
Like the ones, so you just look like a hockey player for the rest of your life.
But keep in mind, I never said anything about replacing either your finger or your teeth. I'm just saying you have to lose it in the
yeah.
first place.
How are we losing the finger / teeth?
They're both gonna be like ripped out violently, like not like painlessly. You do not get an aesthetic. The finger gets cut off with like a meat cleaver.
Like you gotta do it.
ripped out.
I'll do the finger just to fucking say I was in the Japanese mafia.
I was gonna say, yeah, this sounds like a Yakuza question with extra steps.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I did mention that kind of stuff, but that's literally the only other thing. It's just
Well, that's just my questions to it. That's all.
okay. Cool. Dave.
I'd 100% go with teeth, because like the thing is, you lose a finger, you just gotta fucking gimp hand. But oh, that's ableist. Sorry. You have a deficient hand, but like if you get your teeth ripped out, like Jarl got dentures and he looks like a fox. So I mean, like I just get some fake teeth.
Yeah, and the thing about it too is you can just get like caps or like specifically just dentures for those too, and like yeah, they might even last better than like or do better than what your teeth are. And plus, who says you can't get a grill, man? Like
I don't know, man.
Spice it up.
Losing your teeth though, I feel like would be way more painful.
oh, painful.
Short term,
I
yeah,
think-
but like long term.
That's what I mean. I feel like if I was picking one for purely like which would be less like my preferred like
Less painful.
go through,
Yeah.
I was thinking that way, and that's why I picked the finger because I
That
thought
makes
like
sense.
your
Right.
teeth would
Yeah,
really
that's
fucking
definitely
hurt.
Something to keep in mind, because yeah, with the just the finger, it's only one thing I guess, whereas with the tooth, it's multiple. I've only lost a tooth, but it's only been like half of it, and all it really just kind of feels like when you don't have any sort of protection on it, when it really happens, is just imagine like. You know when you like, I don't know, some people have sensitive teeth. You know when it feels like there's a cool breeze or something like that? Like,
Yeah.
It's really sensitive. That's like that at all times. Like breathing, like drinking anything, like even if you're not doing anything. That's what it kind of feels like. So I have no idea what it'd be like to have no tooth. Will, you want to try?
Finger, man. Get rid of that pinky finger. Because then you can, like, cauterize it and shit. Like, the way you described it, just, like, get ripped out like that. Like, you're going to bleed a lot from losing your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
You could, like, with your finger, it's just a lot easier to just more of a one and done thing.
All right.
And you don't really need your pinky finger, so
Word.
it's just a nice story of, I don't know what you could say. It was a nice story.
Yeah, I haven't exactly said the like circumstances, but you could make it up. Like when you're telling it, it could be like I wouldn't say a war story, but like one of those like hardcore fight stories. You could just like make it up. You'd be like, you see my finger? You should have seen the other guy. He lost his whole hand. Like say shit like that.
I think that's more of a joke. I don't think You could really say that unironically.
I don't know. Well, they've never seen it, so they would know. Anyways, I appreciate the fact that all you guys are going based off the pain. I was just not gonna factor in the pain. I was just gonna go with the teeth because it's a lot easier to replace. Like, teeth are a lot easier to replace because, like there's a denture thing, and like you were saying, like, it doesn't look that different because, I don't know, I value my hands a lot, and I'm not gonna say, like, you can't get, like, some sort of prosthetic. Like, I'm sure there's, like, with modern advancements in science, I'm sure you could get, like, if you're, like, act fast enough, I'm sure you can get, like, I don't know, have, like, your one phantom pain finger, if you will.
Phantom. Did someone say phantom pain?
No. Don't get Dave started.
Yeah, what are you saying, Dave?
I said, as far as like the story goes, though, Brandon, has there really been a Pokemon game with like an actually good story? I mean, these are marketed to kids
console
for
ones
the
were
most
pretty
part.
I mean,
But those were a little.
I was gonna say that
Black
too.
and white, maybe.
Like the Pokemon stories don't really.
They're not the main focus. I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
I mean, but there's a
Sun-
point. There's
Sun
a point
and
where people have said this one stands out to being a substantially worse one.
True.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying like Pokemon needs to have
Yeah.
a great story, but people have said this one seems worse.
Wow.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess they were hoping you get something serviceable that like kids would like, and you could be like, okay, this isn't so painful. But instead, it's
Yeah,
just
that's what
like
people don't really think about a lot
garbage.
is how many of the Pokemon player fan bases are kids now.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is
I mean,
why,
we are not
like,
the
I
target
guess the
audience of
whole.
I mean, it was
That's why
always
they
kids,
removed
but
a
like
bunch
the
of
kids
Pokemon.
grow up, and if they still play it, they still play it. But the majority of people that are playing Pokemon right now are kids.
Yeah.
I
It
don't-
always has been.
It's
really.
it's why they release it around
Actually,
Christmas.
didn't they release a survey saying the majority were over 18?
I was
Oh,
about to
did
say
they?
Alex posted something like that the other day, but I don't know where that number comes from.
Because this is just
'Cause
on like
it could-
speculation on my part. But if
Yeah.
there is a survey that was done, but you can't really go off surveys because it's like, are you asking kids if they play Pokemon or not, or are you going to like some website? And,
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was going to say.
having
I feel like
people-
that's a very
yeah.
like.
how many
fucking
kids are going on
bold
to like?
statement to say,
Yeah.
right?
Actually, from a Nintendo press briefing, we've seen that the ratio of players in their 20s and 30s have risen to a substantial majority side for Pokemon Sun and Moon compared to past Pokemon titles. So it sounds like a vast majority, and actually it looks like for Pokemon Go, anywhere from 70 to 80% of their players are over 20 years old. So you get this weird like.
Yeah,
So that one's a good one to go off of because you actually have to sign it
So
up.
it's
Yeah.
this weird
Yeah.
like disconnect.
Well, I mean, they got the Nintendo accounts, don't they?
yeah.
yeah.
They have their own, so surely they can get like the data on like what games people buy. They don't release that though, I guess.
No.
Hmm.
So is there a disconnect? You know, like
Pokemon
these
Go
games
one
being
makes sense.
marketed towards children, and there is a sizable children base, but a large chunk are manlets like us.
But also, that's from what we said with that is just the video game side. And Pokemon at this point isn't a main series video game series in a
Yeah.
sense. It's a multimedia franchise.
Yeah, for sure.
And the video games are a small aspect of their income.
Yeah, it's an important part, but not the like crown
Yeah.
jewel. if you will.
Anymore, I don't even think it's the top thing anymore. I
Yeah, the
think
Pokemon
the
What
cards
is it?
are
Then? Is it
pretty
the
big,
anime?
too.
Is
the
it the
card
anime or the
game
cards?
and the anime.
But the
Is
card
the
game,
card-
I don't really feel like many people are playing it. They're just getting the cards and being like, "Look at this! I got the
Yeah,
Pimplup or whatever."
are the cards actually that lucrative? I've never heard of like big sales or like people
Yeah.
buying them.
It's really just a collect. It's much more of a good example of like traditional, like they're called trading card games. I think this one's much more about the trading and the collecting than probably the playing is. I'm not an expert and I don't play it, but I feel like definitely more than other games. I'd say.
I've played the card game before. Like me and Alex had played the card game before we got into Magic the Gathering. It's very meta based and there's decks that are involved, like being the best decks and not. When we started playing, Mewtwo EX was the best card at the time, and generally ran you about $90 a card.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then certain versions of it was $150.
Wild.
Because it's just like the holographic reverse rare
Yeah,
or whatever
they
that
have,
kind
they
of
have like
thing.
a few different like ultra
Variation.
rare.
Yeah. Because what it was is when we were playing, I actually pulled a full art Mewtwo EX, and that was worth like $150 at the time.
Yeah.
And then how Pokemon does it, they do like block rotation, similar to like Magic Standard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when that card rotated out, it was Darkrai EX that came in and took the Place is King and was like an $100 card. After that, I think it was Shaman EX, which was like a $80 card. Like, I haven't seen anything with recent cards, but I know like certain rare cards are worth very high value, but I haven't seen much in the game be worth more than like $25.
Right.
But it still seems fairly relevant, especially in Japan. Like, they do
Yeah, I'd say for sure.
a lot of selling of it there. And then there is a scene for it where like
The merch,
Pokemon
too.
Worlds happens. There's card game sections. There's VGC sections and stuff like that. Right? Like, there's a lot of.
There's probably even a
competitive-
game, like a video game of playing the card game. I'm sure that's popular somewhere.
I think there's an
so.
online card game.
Yeah, word.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
probably similar to like it's probably not supported directly.
I know it is because
Really?
the trading card game, in each one you get a
Oh yeah, you
QR
get a little
card.
code, don't you? Oh yeah.
So
Right, so that's
you scan
probably
it.
also helps it out. And I was going to say, like, that probably, because it gets, like, the physical and the digital, I was going to say that probably, if we're saying the video game, like, just means, like, just Pokemon, like we're talking about Sword and Shield, if that exists, having those two things might make it more relevant than, like, the
Oh
making new
man,
one.
Sun and Moon was such dog shit.
They weren't
Fuck
that
Christ, I hated
bad.
those
Like, they
games.
were new and cool.
Oh my
I think if they had just gone with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon to start, it would have been
Oh,
better.
like they didn't need to update them, you mean?
No, I mean, like, if they had just done what was in those games and then like done
yeah,
a
like, they
remake.
should have just released the upgrade, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like those games would have been really good if it was just the upgrade, but the upgrade itself like just added. I don't know. It was just like it made the story complete, and then I don't think that like the third game in the story should do that. Like
Word.
Emerald added like the end game of like Rayquaza or whatever, but like it didn't make or break the game. Like Sun gives you, or sorry, Ultra Sun gives you like end game shit, but it also like just adds to the story. Like it makes the story make sense.
Yeah,
I don't
get
know.
you,
Like
yeah.
it almost the stakes just. I was like, who cares? Like when I was playing through Sun, like I was just playing it just to do it. When I was playing through Ultra Sun, the only reason why I was having equally as much fun as I did while I was playing through Sun was that it was a better game, but at the same time I had already played it, so it was boring. Like
What were people theorizing the new games were going to be? There was like stars and something, wasn't it? It's like Pokemon Sun and Moon, and then there was going to be like Constellation or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you remember
They
that? There
were
was
gonna
like
say,
a, there was
like,
like
yeah,
a promo
yeah.
image of Pikachu like with a telescope.
Wasn't it Star and Planet?
I don't know.
don't know, I can't
maybe
remember.
I think
How far after Sun and Moon did Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon come out?
I think 2 years or a year.
Two
might have just
years.
been like
Yeah,
a
it was a really
year. Oh, maybe it was 2
What
years.
really,
It felt like it was a while.
what really grinded my gears is that they showed content that was supposed to be released in Ultra Sun and Moon in Sun and Moon. There were these half-finished buildings. They were like, "Hey, come back soon, and it'll be finished." I was like, "Oh, I bet you that's endgame stuff." And no, it's buy the complete edition of the game, you idiot, and then
Yeah.
you buy it. Basically,
Wow, yeah.
No, yeah, well, I mean, it really is the last one, I guess. Black and White 2 was such a turnaround, and it's because that game did poorly, I think, or at the launch did poorly, that we're not going to get such a turnaround like that. Because, like, X and Y, we didn't get a third game, which is, like, a dang shame, I think. Because, like, they set up so much interesting lore for Zygarde, and then they just didn't complete on it. He just, hey, he's in Alola now. There you go.
enjoy buy our product.
What I think could do real good for the Pokemon franchise is if they license a third-party company.
To start making them.
To not even start making them, if they make a spin-off,
Yeah.
like, main style game
Yeah.
with an existing
Pokemon.
Dex. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
Pokemon X, Pokemon
Well-
Cross SMT.
That's what they did with Pokemon XD and Pokemon Coliseum. They were made by a
Yeah,
different
yeah.
thing. They could do
And
that.
those games
that's what I mean. Like,
Or
if,
those
I
games
think they
slap.
should go back to instead of doing what they did with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon or Black and White 2, is like they just need 2 games. Like you can do the separate games. That's cool. That's neat. Regional exclusives. And then you get the third game, which is just its own single game. And then you have like, so like it was Diamond, Pearl, and then Platinum. And then what was it? Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. And then there was kind of a different case because of like the whole Pikachu shit, but there was like red, blue, yellow, and there was fire, red, leaf. Well, they were remakes, never mind. So
then
like,
there was
gold, silver, crystal.
Gold, Silver, Crystal.
And like that was probably my personal favorite just because they made like Suicune. They really expanded like the lore.
Yeah,
and
it's still set in the
so
same world, but there's a different story
it's like
going
almost
on.
a different game,
Yeah.
I would say.
So yeah, what you're saying is like take an existing one and just
Yeah.
actually revamp it. Just
Well, like, they
using
need to stop
or-
making 2 games for like their like. I know it monetizes the franchise better, like to have 2 games.
trading,
Everybody like people are gonna buy 2 games, but like the single game just makes it better. Like it's more justifiable
More
to buy the second
consistent.
game.
I
'Cause it
always
feels like a
wanted
different game.
a world building game for Pokemon. Like it doesn't have to be like the stereotypical like you catch a Pokemon, you train it, you fight other Pokemon or something like that. But you could just be like a person with a specific like job or something to do in the Pokemon universe, and they can just use
Imagine
that.
managing the day.
Like Ranger kind of thing when they did
What
that
if
game?
you
Yeah,
had-
but I kind of want it to be more gritty and like more story based.
Yeah.
Because they
like
have a
what
bunch
people
of like
hoped the movie would be.
yeah, I guess so. Like, there's a bunch of like lore and stuff in Pokemon games that's like kind of fucked up, and I think they could really appeal to their adult audience if they were like, "Hey, we're gonna give you a game that's kind of like."
Yeah, I think the only risk
So,
with
like,
that then is like
it's kids
the
buying
young
it.
kids.
I know,
being like,
that's
I
what I
want the new Pokemon.
Because you can
Yeah.
like if you make it like a really fucking
Press X to execute Pikachu.
exactly
The kids
yeah.
are like,
Pay
"This is
respects for
what it is."
Pikachu died. Ash's Pikachu
Isn't that
died.
what kind of like Detective
Yeah.
Pikachu the game was, where it was like it's about Pokemon, but you're not actually like catching Pokemon or anything like that? I know
It's-
it's an
it's
adult
sort
game,
of.
but
So
like,
Yeah,
it's,
but it was-
it's solving
it
a
was kid-
mystery. And spoilers, if you haven't seen fucking Detective Pikachu the movie,
yeah, I've seen it.
it's very theorized. The ending of Detective Pikachu the movie is how the second Detective Pikachu game is going to end, because it ends on like not a cliffhanger, but like a suspense point in the first game. The second game is theorized that it's going to be a similar ending where Pikachu turns out to be the guy's dad. Or
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a very similar plot twist. His friend or what? I haven't played the game, but it's apparently that similar
Not worried.
in that regard.
Pikachu
Okay,
is the
but still,
kid's
like that's
dad.
kind of going for what you're
That's
talking
what
about,
the
Dean.
Detective Pikachu
Like,
movie was.
did
The
Detective
kid's
Pikachu
dad
not
got
do well?
stuck in Pikachu because of something Mewtwo did to try to save him. So he's in Pikachu, and then he swaps the bodies or something like, and that's the end of the
Yeah,
movie.
I've seen it. I've seen the movie. I think the only thing that I'll say there's 2 notes. One, I think Ryan Reynolds was better than I expected in the fact that he was like Pikachu and everything like that. But the second thing is that the Pokemon and that kind of thing are incredibly like they feel too out of place. That's
I
normally
liked it.
that's
I thought it was good.
Really?
Yeah.
I think they did a really good job of making like here's a
best we were
semi-realistic
gonna
look
get.
to them.
word for sure.
And just an interesting take on it. My biggest disappointment with it was they showed pretty much all of the Pokemon in the trailers.
yeah,
When
yeah,
you get
that's
into the movie, I think there was like 2 cases where I was like, "Oh, that's sick."
true. Yeah.
And other than that, I was like, "Oh, I saw that already. Oh, I
Right.
saw that already. Oh, I
Yeah.
saw that already." And like, I don't know if that's because leaks came out or if it's because they were just all shown.
That's kind of the way of trailers now, though.
I
Yeah,
know,
they're basically just
but
see
it's
the
so
trailers through the
disappointing
movie.
in that regard, especially
Yeah.
in the world of Pokemon where there could be hundreds of different Pokemon you could see, but I think there's literally under 50 in that movie. And I get why it's a constraint because
Yeah.
it's a movie compared
Yeah.
to a game, but
It's kind of like one of the main drawing points for people is to see like what their favorite Pokemon looks like.
would look like
In that thing, yeah,
or
yeah.
So
whatever.
if
is
they
that
put that
idea.
in the trailer, they're like, "Oh, there's my favorite Pokemon. Let's go see him." And then it's like, "Oh, where's the Jigglypuff part? When's that coming up? Oh, there it is."
Yeah.
There's the Jiggly. The thing I found funny was you could literally recreate the final fight of Detective Pikachu in Super Smash Bros. Melee. It was legit
I've never seen the
Pikachu
movie.
versus Mewtwo. It was literally Pikachu versus Mewtwo on Pokefloats.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, Pokefloats isn't an ultimate?
No, he said melee.
Yeah, I mean,
Melee.
So you need a Ditto though, and that's only an ultimate, Dave.
They have
Oh fuck! All right, you know whatever. Dean, when you mentioned like making a more adult-oriented,
Yeah.
like Pocket Monsters type thing,
Yep.
that Digimon story Cyber Sleuth. I think me and Brandon were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like it's a really like adult-appealing RPG that uses like an old like Pocket Monsters style, which I think is pretty
Interesting.
cool. Something like that from Pokemon might be interesting.
Well,
What is it
Digimon's
called?
often had very dark
my
themes,
God, yes.
so that like it makes sense
Dude,
in
like
a sense.
Lucifer. There's
Like the whole 3rd season's like ending is like a
Lucifer is literally a Digimon. I'm pretty sure. Like, there's one that's legit just the beast from the
Yeah.
Testament.
Devilmon.
Devilmon.
Like
Lucifer.
and actually, even Pokemon Mystery Dungeon had some really like interesting story beats and was like literally super
Yeah.
hard to get through. It wasn't like
The
kids
fucking
were not
drowsy
gonna-
scene.
Yeah, kids were not going to beat that game. Well, they'll beat it, but you would not get to the end of the extra dungeons. And I think a lot of like the more like heavy stuff was locked behind that on purpose.
The worst part about that game is still the fact that it's a fucking big pain in the hole to fucking evolve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's very
It's just
true.
like, I get like that they don't want your like stuff to scale up, but like as that game went on, you're there as like a fucking Bulbasaur, and like base stat totals like did affect it. So like you're a
level
Bulbasaur
60.
trying like you're level 60 fighting a level like 40 Dialga, but it's kicking your shit in because it's a Dialga, and you're there with like
You had to go to Wish Cache for one of them, didn't you?
it's just something
Yeah.
dumb. Like I remember I beat the game and they're like, you can finally evolve now, and then you go try to do it and they're like, huh, we're gimps still. And you're like, man, what the hell? Like, I put 40 hours into your fucking game. Let me be a fucking Ivysaur already. Like, Jesus.
There's
Well,
a
that's right. Yeah, it
Digimon
takes
game,
forever.
Digimon World
It takes
4.
forever to
It's like
evolve.
that
Yeah.
too.
Oh Christ!
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
Digimon
played that
World
at
4
Dave
is
owns
so
that.
Yeah.
ruthless. Wait, Dave, you played World 4?
And you know what's so funny? I was just thinking about that. Yeah, literally got to go through all these fucking side quests to unlock the next level, and you start back off at level 1.
So wait a minute, okay, because we played that a little while ago, Dave. I know this is going to sound like a really obscure thing, but Dave, there is a desert world in that
Yes.
game.
Yep.
Do you remember a part of the dungeon where there is a desert, like, sand waterfall?
Yep, I do.
Do you remember vomiting?
I don't remember. I do
Dude,
remember.
there's so much motion sickness in it.
I do remember there was a boss that was that mammoth with a big metal mask on it.
Okay, word. Okay,
yeah.
this is
Right,
basically what
that
I'm
was
going to bring
what
it
the
up.
fuck?
Is that a long time ago, me, Dean, Curtis, was it Ben or Jeremy that played it with us?
I played it like a while ago. I don't think I played it with you guys when you were doing
Okay,
it.
well, anyways, it was definitely me, Ben, Curtis, and it might have been Jeremy. Anyways, played it, and we were playing it as like, you know, like couch co-op kind of like classic game. I don't know. We had fun with it, and we got to that desert world, and I remember that was the like legit cutoff point for us, because what happened is when we were playing it, and Dave, when you played it, did you have 4 people or is it just you?
I'm actually gonna tell you guys a little secret. When I was a kid and super autistic, I beat that solo.
Solo, really?
You
Wow.
like there are some that game is all grinding, Connor. There are 3 specific grinding spots. One in the first map, one in the second, one in the desert, which is the third, and there's one in the fourth, and it's just super time consuming. But yes, I did play with 4 people once for like 30 minutes.
Word. Yeah, so when you're playing with 4 people, you know, like the frame rate can kind of go down and everything like that.
Yep.
And like the game can kind of be a bit strained. What my theory is that when we were playing it, we were going through that little sand level, and there was a waterfall. And because of just the fact that the frame rate was going down with 4 was playing, the waterfall loaded a certain way that made it so that when we would just look at it, it just made us feel so motion sick. Like, I've never felt motion sick playing a game before, but I don't know. I just distinctly remember it.
I think the first time when me and you played it like ages ago.
Yeah.
We could finally like digivolve into something, and I think I started out as like Guiamon or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and I could evolve into like Leomon, which
Yeah,
is
and-
like the other like first form that you could choose at the
Yeah,
beginning of the game
you can restart, basically, yeah.
at level 1.
Yeah, that was the way their evolution
Yeah.
did it, and I like. It
But
was
it
just-
wasn't-
You can never
but it
get
wasn't
to
like
a
the
second.
next-
When you can never get to a second evolution, you
Yeah,
can
you
just
can.
restart.
No, you can.
you could keep evolving, but it's just going. It's basically character swapping.
Yeah.
Wait, is that all it was? Dave, can you confirm?
So basically the different Digimon had different stats based on, like, obviously, you know, you got your champion, your mega, your ultimate, whatever. But yeah, you started off at level 1. So like imagine from Pokemon, every time you evolved into a better Pokemon, but you got sent back to level 1.
Yeah, but you're still like evolving from like Killform was talking about earlier. Like you still become an Ivysaur, right?
It still
Yes,
just requires a
but
lot
you
of
can
extra
change.
grinding.
But the thing is,
Oh, wow,
you
'cause
unlock
we've
it
never
as a-
even seen
unlock
that.
it-
You have to
unlock it as a
unlock
new
them through
character.
specific methods. That game was
Oh,
literally
okay.
jank. Like you had to
Yeah,
go
so
find
a side
beat a certain
quest.
amount of enemies, like find secret entrances and go find a thing, bring it back, and then you could evolve to something else. Like
Yeah.
it was awful designed game.
It's actually not a good game. It's actually fucking garbage.
No.
But
I
everyone's
I
The
just
the
like it
skill
because it
system
was just
doesn't
so-
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Like,
skill system's
like
wild.
you could have like the battle axe or the sword or whatever, and you'd be like leveling it up like maybe twice in like half an hour. But if you got the fucking laser things, you're getting shot like every 5 shots. You're just like boom, 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 boom. Oh, my shot went up. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, my shot went up. But I guess they balance it out because you need like 150 shot to go to like the next best weapon, I guess, in like the whatever it's called.
But the other ones you need like
It was a
less.
fun game, but it made me just kind of sad that like I wish we had played like a different couch co-op game, like put in that much time. Because you guys are right, it's like really grindy, and I don't know. I guess it was the fact that I like the Digimon. I don't know.
It's not
The
good.
game,
The
That's
premise
the
is
issue.
interesting, and
Yeah.
then they just poorly executed. You know, like these cool Digimon we have that have their own unique abilities and are pretty cool.
Yeah,
Fuck that! Fuck that! We'll give them a sword
Weapons.
and axes.
Yeah,
We're
Like,
gonna-
Agumon doesn't breathe fire once.
Exactly. Like it's just
you
it's
you
a
can breathe fire as Agumon. It's just
it was just an
fucking
it was just an
special skill.
RPG.
No,
that
it
you
was
had
a
to be
spell
Digimon.
though. It was a spell.
You threw it for your hand, yeah.
Does he spit it out though?
Yep, he spit it out.
Before
Oh.
What was
we
it-
go
what was
too
annoying,
far into
though,
this
was that like
Digimon
it
thing.
was it's such a cool idea for like a nice like drop in drop out like beat 'em
Yeah.
up basically. That's all it was. But
Well-
and oh my god, do you guys remember the
Rumble
fucking
Arena?
hits? No, the hit stun.
Oh.
That game, if you literally
Oh
had
yeah,
it,
yeah. The
it was
fucking
dead.
little, yeah, the
Oh.
green and the red shields.
Yeah, I think that and also Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles are up there for like wasted potential because Crystal Chronicles.
Dude,
is-
I remember buying that game with like the link cable and all that kind of shit, and I
Yeah.
tried to set it up. And I remember what I would just do is I'd play the game for a little while, and then I'd be like, "Fuck, why am I just carrying around this goddamn like
Chalice.
whatever the thing?" Yeah, it was. I really.
yeah. I wonder if that remake's gonna be worth dick.
I hope
When is
so.
the remake?
They're making a Switch remake.
If they just remake it, like literally, like here's the game again, but with prettier graphics,
and you don't need to use the Game Boy Advance.
but still, it's dog shit. It's not worth a buy. The
Right.
gameplay itself is just not very good.
Right.
No, it's something. It's a lot less fun than you think it's going to be. It gets propped up by a really cool idea and some sick music and some pretty cool lore, but the gameplay is like really not that fun at all.
No.
All I'll say, just as a little side note, when I got it for the GameCube, when you purchase it, it came in this little bundle that came with the link cable because you have to play it with like the Game Boy
Yep.
Advance. It claimed. I shit you not. I used it for that game twice, and then I was just really glad I had it because guess what? Also used it, Pokemon Coliseum.
Yeah, and also
I just used it for that. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, shit, man, I got this because like later on, I would be like, oh man, I wish I had that link cable thing that everyone keeps talking about. Because I thought that was for some reason when people would say it, I thought it was like the thing you put in the bottom of a GameCube. But it turns out I just had it the whole time when it was playing fucking Crystal Chronicles. Anyways, let's shift away from this.
Wait. Before we move,
what's that?
I didn't want to derail anybody's conversation, but so just putting it out there, they're never going to do this. But what if they made a Mario Maker-esque Pokemon?
In like
Okay.
like what style? Like build your own
Yeah, so you could
region.
build
Like
your own
entire region?
Yeah, so like what Pokemon you can find, they're out of like all
big
of them.
nut,
and,
big
like,
nut, big nut.
You can change the gym leader, like gym leaders, like the town layouts, stuff like that.
I think it's a good idea.
They had it
It
in
kind of
Emerald.
exists though with
They had it in
mods out
Emerald.
there.
You could do it with mods, but like
They had
what
it
I'm
in
saying-
Emerald. Fucking secret bases, dude.
Yeah,
That
but,
wasn't
like,
good enough for
I'm
you?
talking about like a whole game. Again, they're never gonna do that.
You can make a game in your fucking secret base,
We
dude.
need to have
Follow the
that
notes
secret
and you play
bases.
the fucking.
Yeah, I agree with you, Will. That'd be
Pokemon game,
sick.
It's a completely different game. And like
Full,
You can
full
you can
game.
choose
do
what
it in, like,
what
style
Pokemon
of, like,
trainers
I
are in
feel
there.
like
Pokemon
that's-
Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, and again, they're never gonna do it.
No.
But like that game would sell
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
shitload copies.
I feel like it would be not a ruin potential. It would blow the rest of what Pokemon could do out of the water.
Yeah.
So they would never do it because then they'll stop selling games.
Yeah,
Because
basically.
people, if they sold that, fans would be able to realistically make like
Infinite
the best
games.
experience games for what people want. Like you want a
Yeah.
casual run through with all this Pokemon, there's this one. You want a really hard game, here's this
but
one.
there are no hard games.
But like you know what I mean? Like you'd
But they
be
could
able to
make
make
them,
it
yeah,
like
exactly.
It's basically just releasing like the tools to make the like
Actual good
ROMs
games.
and shit.
So yeah.
Yeah,
like,
which would basically they wouldn't like it as much because I don't know.
it's
Mario
Nintendo
Maker made sense,
licensed
but this is
then,
not.
and,
How
like,
far are you in Sword and Shield, Will?
Oh, I haven't actually bought the game. I've just been playing it competitively. Speaking of which, I'm actually kind of frustrated with this. If anybody wants to try playing a game with one of the two teams that actually work that I made. I
don't know anything about Pokemon.
What I was gonna
I don't
say
know
is,
anything
about
do you know that
Pokemon.
Pokemon? Do you know that Pokemon Sword and Shield has no dungeons at all?
Wait a minute, no K's or anything.
they have the
Nope.
wild zone, I think is the idea.
Yeah.
That's it.
So there's no, so there's no like Team Rocket Base or caves or ruins, nothing.
Did Pokemon ever have like a daily rotating thing? Like you
a
could
seed-
visit an
like a
area.
seeded dungeon,
Sorry?
like a seeded dungeon run.
Yeah. Yeah, like procedurally generated, or like every day you can come back to this area. It's
yeah.
slightly
That'd be super
different.
It was Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had like the Mirage.
The island.
The
which
island?
is
Yeah,
every day.
why not Island?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
But that's like you go to the island and then maybe there's some grass there where you can catch like a few Pokemon,
Well, there's
right?
like
But
certain
then there's
Mirage
the
spots
ring.
have like Landorus, Thundurus,
The ring, right?
Tornadus, shit like that, like Cresselia. What do you mean?
There's like a ring that you go up to.
yeah, it's like Hoopa shit.
Yeah.
I think is what it's supposed to be.
But
It's Hoopa.
Dean, you're talking about like full on like
I'm
dungeon,
talking-
like actual
Victory
ability.
Road level, like you go there and like you
Then
walk
no.
around. Maybe there's
And
a
you
few
use some
items or
fucking
something like that.
HMs and everything. With the new system where you don't need HMs, just having like Pokemon there to do that kind of stuff
Well,
would be
that's
kind of cool.
You're not needing HMs is not a new thing. Like they fucked around with it in Ruby and Sapphire with Latios Whistle or whatever. Like you'd be able to fly Latios or Latios depending on your game. So that replaced Fly.
Yeah. But I'm just saying like that could make what Dean's talking about a lot
Nice.
easier.
Yeah.
Well. First thing I got done was I got hit by a Darmanitan Ice type or Galarian, and he hit me with a Flare Blitz because I didn't expect him to have it.
Yeah, he's the Zen mode. Darmanitan has like a new ability, and it turns it into a ice fire type or something fucking whack like that. People are using that as like you get a little bit higher on the ladder.
Weird.
I also kind of threw into the deep end. My account is like not super high, but it's like 1300, which is like
Fairly high.
that's decent for like a brand new ladder, I guess.
So one thing I wanted to get to that just steep us off from the video game talk for a little bit is thing I was talking about with Dave earlier. I'll let it stew in your minds. What's the best fruit and why?
Oh right. So wait, hold on. Are we talking?
You
Like
can get-
apparently an avocado is technically a fruit.
Yeah, so is a pumpkin. I like pears.
Are we gonna go with the
Shout out.
society's definition of
both.
fruit?
We can
or
do any
scientific?
of them if it's-
Society.
Yeah. there you
Oh, speaking of that, did you know that Joaquin Phoenix went off script to say with a society that's pushing me down or whatever he
go.
says?
Not a system.
The script was supposed to be system, but he said society.
Wow. Truly the boomer red pill that we need.
Truly one of the best actors of our time.
Has anybody ever watched an interview
Is
with
my mic
Joaquin
working?
Phoenix?
Yeah, he
Oh,
seems
that's
like
Dave that talks when that thing goes up, right?
yes, it is. That's what you're looking
I
at.
thought it was just me.
No.
Fruits
yeah,
are
I've
pretty
seen
gay.
some of them. He seems like
Fruits are pretty gay.
I'll
fruits?
start by saying I really do like my bananas if we're going with true fruits, just because like they're like a good, like I don't know, I like going to the gym and then eating a banana and then going to play sports, and then like the sugars just give you that instant niceness, and then you don't cramp up because of the potassium.
yeah.
And again,
Potassium.
Niceness.
like
Eat
it doesn't
bananas
actually
for
have the most
instant
potassium.
niceness.
Like potatoes have a lot of potassium in them randomly, and stuff like that.
But
if I was
it's
going with
literally
like
called
scientific,
potassium.
I would also say avocado. I'm really getting into this white boy avocado
Toast?
lifestyle. Avocado toast. Honestly, I could just eat it with a bit of salt and pepper on it. Just avocado there.
Nice.
Putting it in burritos. Avocados in like these nice Mexican chicken
And of course
burritos.
guac.
Just an avocado on a
Yeah,
little bit of
guac.
tortilla.
I don't know
wrap
what
that
you
up.
like, Dave. You also are doing meal prep and shit like that. Do you put avocado? Like I put avocados in like a lot of shit that I'm meal prepping, like just as a little bit of healthy fat.
Yeah, it's usually avocado or peanut butter for me. I have a really good avocado and I think cheese pasta I make with chicken, and it's really fucking tasty, and that's what I usually
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it
That
for.
does
Yeah.
sound interesting.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Honestly,
no,
when
I
we get
love- I
back,
love
we should
avocado.
go to the gym and then do like a supper, and then we each like take turns making our like meal prep dinners or whatever.
Oh,
that's
I don't
pretty
know if you want
Sharing
all
with
my oats, Will.
I don't know if I want. No, I'm not talking about oats. I'm talking about like dinners, like suppers, like actual meals.
That is Dave's
my,
dinner.
yeah, I have commie food. I eat very utilitarian.
Oh,
I have,
okay. Well, I
see,
mean, we could just do oats one day, and then I can
no, I'll
make
make
something
something
nice.
nice. I'll make
What's
something
for dinner,
nice.
Dave?
Yeah, that's not like healthy
Oats.
shit, but like also good.
Well-
Like me and Colin to like do. We used to go to the gym, and then afterwards we'd make like this pizza, but it was like a healthy pizza. It was like low fat cheese. It had like a lot of chicken on it, and like spinach and stuff like that. It was really really tasty, but it also was like pretty good for you too. Anyways,
Well, I'm gonna let you know a little secret. For the past over a year now, I've been eating the same 2 meals.
yeah,
Every day.
I've lived
Like,
that for the past
I have
9
day A
weeks.
and day B, and I've just been only eating that, and I'm just used to it now. It got to the point where like I had pizza and it made me sick because it was
When did
super
you
like
get
greasy and I
over
wasn't used to it.
the hump? Yeah, I find I cannot eat McDonald's anymore. McDonald's makes me physically ill. Like it just I
Yeah.
feel like ass when I eat it, and like that's just because I
Yeah.
don't do it.
Pussy.
anymore. And
I did,
again,
in fact.
yeah, like
I
when
did, in
you
fact,
get over
crack
that hump
200 the other
though,
day,
like I'm getting sick of eating the same shit over and over and over again. Like when did you, like I've been doing it for probably like 10 or 11 weeks now. I've been eating like very similar things all the time.
You just need to make sure that the stuff you're eating you actually really like.
Oh, I do really enjoy it, but like I don't know, I do also get tired of
Spice
it.
and change the variety of life.
Yeah,
spice
see
of life.
I'm good because it like
Spice
hits
is
me in a
the
bunch
spice of
ways.
life.
Like the food I eat, I picked it to be as cheap but as like nutrient dense as possible. So I feel great because I save a lot of money, and it's also really tasty. Like oats with peanut butter and milk and banana is just like fucking. I eat that twice a day, so I've had that like over probably 700 times, and I'm excited for it tomorrow. I can't wait.
You have steel
So it really
cut?
just steel cut oats, baby. So it really just comes down to I think pushing through until like it's all you're really like. If you get a lot of enjoyment out of foods, then maybe it'll be rougher. But for me, like I always just viewed it as like it's just energy I need.
Fuel.
Yeah, I do like good foods, but at the same time, like I don't know, I'm getting like I'm saying like 50-50 now. But I guess what you're saying is like it's just basically like the gym. Like when I've gotten to like we've both gotten to the point now where if we don't go to the gym, like we feel depressed and just like shit.
Yes, precisely.
And
You
so
gotta
it's
just
like the same way with food.
You got to
right?
keep
Like,
pounding through it. I'd say after like 4 months, you're going to be just like, this is all and you get really good at
This is
cooking
my
it
life.
efficiently. So like,
Yeah.
it takes me like 20 minutes to get my meal ready, and I just go do something and come back, and it's ready. It's so low energy now. So like when
Yeah.
you hit that nice like stride, you don't feel the need to go back. But you treat yourself too. Like I went out for sushi on Friday and had a shit ton of that because that was just delicious.
Yeah, I usually I only meal prep for the like 5 days. It's like meal prep light, as I say. So like I do my lunches and my suppers, but I don't do it like I'll do it for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday I'll like eat with my family or like go out to supper sometimes, but like just generally eat a little bit more like questionably.
Yeah, exactly.
But I
It's
didn't
not
want
about
to take
being
us off of
perfect. It's not about being perfect. It's just about being good.
Yeah, me and Dave can go on about health shit at another time. I'm sure that's probably kind of boring. Back
Do
to
you,
the food shit.
Do you count your macros, Dave?
Yeah, I have a pretty extensive Excel spreadsheet that tracks my 3 macronutrients, and then I just
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure I get all
I've
my.
seen it. It's very extensive.
Are you tracking every time you eat ass?
No, of course not.
Okay.
What's the nutritional value of ass? What are the macros?
What's the
in
point
ass?
then,
I
Dave?
think,
What's the point?
I think it's definitely a mental health thing, almost like taking a
Oh,
break
yeah,
or
yeah.
reading a nice book.
It's
When
the
you're
most
chowing
important
down on
macronutrient of all.
Ass.
your ego.
The feels.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure that you get 100% of your daily ass.
All right. On the topic of ass, this will be a
Oh,
repeat
okay.
question. Very quick. If you could be Chad, we all know what Chad means. It means to be the.
Oh, so you and Dean are not going to.
Me and Dean are not going to answer. This is a quick answer for just Dave and
One-on-one.
Kilfoy.
It's also a stupid
So
fucking
it's
question.
well, okay. I just thought of it because we're on the topic of ass.
Because Chad has
You can
nothing to
be
do with
Chad.
ass.
Yeah, my team has
Fine.
no hazard clearing.
Fine.
I
Let's
want to hear it.
let's
It's like-
play.
just hear
The
it.
Developer was supposed to have
Rule
D5.
34 game.
Let's
but
play Does
I
It
didn't know
Exist?
Who had what?
All right, we're gonna play. Does it exist?
Dave, we're gonna play Does It Exist with you.
And it's best because you can't cheat. With us in this room, we can. You can't. You
Oh, this
We're
can't.
gonna play a
good shit.
fun
You
game.
physically
Dave.
can't see it,
We're
so
doing this
it
game.
works.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
So Dave, here's how it's gonna go. I will describe to you in detail a Rule 34 image that I have
Okay.
found by clicking the random button a couple times until I stumble upon something that's real good.
Okay.
During any of it, I can lie. At the end of it, you have to tell me if the image that I'm describing exists or if it is a lie.
And we get to post this into the Discord.
I will
right? So
post
Dave
it
can
into the
see.
Discord
Okay.
after.
Are we all going to
Fantastic.
do one round of this, or are we just?
Yeah,
gonna do
I
it
say
together?
we. Dave and Dean will do
Dave
the
could
first
do it if we
one.
wanted to.
Later, we'll maybe use your computer or my computer, so
Yeah.
like people in this room can play it. But
Are you okay with this, friend?
Oh, yeah,
Is it okay?
Killfoy's offended.
no.
Gilfoy's triggered by objectifying women or.
Oh.
Is that?
I think we found it.
I thought that was supposed to be Bowser for.
I don't know if that's a good one though. Like that one's kind of hard to lie about.
That's definitely not Bowser.
What in the world?
But Dean, we're not even doing that one. You're just saying that one for later.
Alright.
Oh, no.
Alright, I'll describe this one. So, David, Before me is a Rule 34 image. The background is a white to red gradient, a radial gradient,
Okay.
and there are two characters. They both appear to be from the Transformers franchise, but I'm unsure if they are licensed Transformers or if this is an artist's representation of what a Transformer would look like.
I think they look like the new series ones, so they're probably real, but
No, you're not supposed to interrupt.
Hey,
Dean
hey,
as he's going,
hey.
'cause
Dean could be just pulling this out of his ass.
But now that we're going there, yes, they are official Transformers. One of them is like
my
Hot Rod or
mistake.
something, I think is the name.
Anyways,
That Will knows them is incredible.
that's amazing that Will does.
Alright,
Okay.
I'll do the other one.
Nah, come
Just
on.
random it again, random it again, random it again. The other one's bad.
My
I don't like
mistake. I didn't realize I wasn't allowed
Well, at
to.
least post the image. I want to see it.
Okay,
now.
now Dean send it to him at least.
Post it
Yeah, at
in
least
Discord.
post it in
Oh, yeah.
Discord for Dave's
Man, the
sake.
fucking fingers. In the,
Dave, why is there a way lower? Dude, is
The
please
fingers in the
no,
mouth
you gotta
is what
type
really
after
makes
that,
it
be
all
like,
that
I
extra
sent you
thing.
my lord. Respond.
Here we go. Here it is.
Let's see this. That's actually not that bad. I thought that'd be a lot more porny.
yeah,
No,
no.
Don't worry, Dave. Alright, I think we found it.
Alright,
This is it,
Dave,
Chief.
before me
Is this?
is an image on Rule 34. There are two characters, but I think they're both the same character. They look very similar. They both look like Widowmaker from Overwatch, except they got huge boobs. And they don't have, like, legs. They're walking on these little, like, stumpy things. They almost look like swords, almost. One of them is completely naked, and the one on the right just has, like, some kind of top on. Their left arm is very, like, mechanical. Definitely looks like a robot. And above their left shoulder of the character on the right is some, like, angel wings, but they're very, like, robotic. They're all, like, electrified and red. The one on the left right arm is what appears to be just a giant syringe full of some kind of red liquid. The one on the left is saying, "Gah, what the fuck? This extra weight is too much for my robotic limbs." And the one on the right says, "Dyson was a success." Is that what that says?
I think it's a serum.
Serum.
Yeah.
Serum was a success. Well, Dave, what do you think? They both have purple hair, by the way.
I don't think that exists. I think there's some lying
I
there.
think I was lying?
I think some of it's true. I don't think all of it's true though.
You think I threw in a little lie to try to throw you off?
I think that's it. Yeah. Let's find out.
There you go.
What? Well, okay then. All right. That's
Pretty accurate, right?
that's
Kind of,
That's just
you want to
straight
bust out your
porn, yep.
laptop and then we can do the.
Yeah, all right.
full round.
We'll do. Actually,
You can keep playing.
no,
yeah, no,
mine's
you-
gonna die. Oh yeah, we can do it on mine.
I just
mine
finished.
is like on.
Word.
Shit.
yeah, all right. Dave, actually, here's a cool idea. You, if you want, can play after we do this round
Yeah, Dave
because
can do
once
the last
again,
one.
we can't cheat because we can't see what you're doing.
Well, Connor can see mine, so Connor won't do it.
Yeah. But for now, this round, we'll have everyone besides me participate. So Will's gonna find an image. And he's gonna describe it to you three boys, and you're gonna have to figure it out. In the meantime.
Wow, that one there, I didn't even need to hit random for that one. That one didn't even
All
work.
right, Will's already scoped. Nope. No. Okay.
Oh hey, it's fucking that Nordic anime. I think I need to zoom out. I think it's
Yeah,
still-
that's
Heavier than
Saga?
the bells that you lift?
Oh, we zoomed out too much.
Yeah,
There we go.
As a side note,
What even?
before we start, Liam just beat Pokemon apparently, and he put his quick review in one of our chats.
Oh, word, when I.
He said,
While Will looks.
"Yeah, I meant to say that I beat Pokemon in this chat, but Mario Penis got me all fucked up. But yeah, dumb fun because it's Pokemon. Music was pretty fucking bad. Graphics were pretty fucking bad. Story was bad, but most Pokemons are nothing like the world-ending event." In quotes is what he had there. Then your dumbass partner goes, quotes, "Don't worry, my brother will take care of it," quotes. Then you don't do anything. Animations were bad. He's like, I give it a 5.5 to a 6. Only reason it's a pass because it's Pokemon, and I liked a lot of the designs.
Well, you know what? That's a pretty comprehensive review. Shout out to Liam's log.
Everything's bad, but it's Pokemon, so 5 out of 10.
I think that's the general consensus of the game.
Basically,
I think the end game is the strongest part.
That's
of
what
that
I've heard.
Game. I don't know. That's why I would say just wait until I think the Pokemon, what do you call it? Recipe. Excuse me. The Pokemon recipe is just getting old.
Formula, yeah.
Yeah, formula. That's the word I was looking for.
It's the
Telling
same
you, man,
game every time.
I would
yeah,
love to play
it's
it's
going
a
to
Monster
get
Rancher style
progressively
thing.
worse.
They're just
Like you just take care of the Pokemon daycare.
they know that it's getting old, and that's why they're just throwing in all this stuff and
The
seeing
thing
what
that
sticks.
my friend is interested in is egg moves, IVs, EVs, and apparently also nature are all you could changeable. You can change all that on pre-existing Pokemon.
that's insane.
So
You
that's
put them
what
in the
interests
daycare,
me a
right? The
little
daycare
bit.
does that.
I don't really. I know daycare does egg moves.
Yeah.
I don't know about IVs and I don't know about EVs, but generally when I'm playing through the main game, I expect hey, this team of 6 that I'm playing through the game with, I'm never going to use ever again
There's a berry or something that you give your Pokemon.
to change their IVs.
Yeah.
Perhaps, yeah.
There,
I
no,
don't know
'cause
how
there-
it works. I just know that you can do it.
Yeah, I seen a short 2-minute video or something like that
Yeah.
where it's it was showing calcium was still a thing, and you can give hey, you want to give 99 calcium to Gengar? It's yeah, so you don't have to do each one. I guess that you
I
have to
don't
do
even
that
know
in past
calcium. Calcium's EVs, right?
Calcium was EVs normally.
Not
games.
IV.
But then there was another
But there was
one,
something that he's
Yeah,
saying.
something
that
else
item.
that just changed it regardless. So
Yeah.
I don't know if in the stats or whatever, there's an inner highlighted area showing maybe IVs, and then the outer area would be EVs. I don't know.
Yeah.
However they would do it, but
So, anyways, I'll just send this to Dave on Facebook, perhaps.
oh, why? Because send it to
Well,
after.
yeah, I'll send it to him afterwards, just so he can
yeah,
still figure it out.
confirm. Yeah.
So, what we have here is what appears to be a lolly,
oh god.
like a nurse, I guess, or some sort of. It looks kind of like a Yu-Gi-Oh card monster sort of thing, because it's a nurse but with pink feathered wings. Generally, kind of looks lolly-ish, but
Is the lolly the nurse?
yeah, it's just one character,
Okay.
and she's in the background. It's different shots of her, and she's riding this I guess is some sort of a sex machine. I thought it was a game controller at first, but it's some sort of leathery sex machine thing. She's got these weird hamburger helper gloves on. She looks like she isn't particularly enjoying it or is very embarrassed. She's got pink, very anime-like hair, and she's getting a corn dog with ketchup and mustard shoved into her mouth.
There's just a lot going on. It sounds like.
There's a lot going on in this photo.
You had me until the corn
That's
dog.
about it, really. I mean, it's the vagina is censored with a bunch of lines.
Yeah,
Oh, so you
like
can't really
black
see it,
line.
but
You
you
can,
see
but
it.
you can't.
That's so they
Everybody
can get it
knows what's
published.
going on back there, but you can't quite 100% make it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's it. Let me just scroll down to make. No, I didn't miss anything.
So again, how does this work? We either guess if it's we actually
Yeah.
just got described that image.
You have to
Or-
say it's 100%. Everything that he said was 100% true, or you can say no. I think you're lying.
You can theorize how many lies if you want, but
Okay.
Yeah, and just don't be like a
We're
dickhead
working it
and
out.
be haha, the wings weren't pink, they were yellow.
Yeah.
Haha, get fucked. It's
We're kinda
big
working it out.
things
yeah, we're
Yeah.
kind of still working out the
Okay.
bugs, but yeah.
I'm gonna guess that was real. 100%.
Yeah, I think it's real too.
Dave, what do you think?
Is Dave still there?
I think it's real.
It's real. All right, yeah, you were right. It is real.
They really
Everything from
love putting
the
in the corn
hamburger
dogs
helper gloves
instead.
to the corn dog with ketchup and mustard being just
Can we see?
shoved in his.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send it to
No, you
Dave.
keep clicking the same window.
Stop! Shut up!
Can we see? Can we see?
Well, I'm sending it to Dave and then I'll pass it
I'll
around.
bring it up.
No, post in the group. Post in the group.
What group?
Oh, wow.
He's not in the Discord.
No context. The last that group. Is that actually?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Hey guys, so you guys
Yikes.
can look at it.
Oh, the last dice. Yeah, right.
There you go.
All right.
No,
so
no,
who's going?
they can look at our
Well,
phones.
they're about to get past the computer to do this anyways.
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
yeah,
We can look at it here.
So, yeah. Or no, Connor
yeah,
can
yeah,
do-
yeah.
I'll
Connor
do
will
it
do
next.
Connor will do them.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Damn.
Yes,
Yeah.
a Serbian.
Hamburger helper gloves. You got the corn dog. It's just great.
Yeah, yeah, and that is just some. Yeah. what?
Actually, that's not a
$1.
corn dog. That's a hot dog on a stick.
It looks like a corn dog. It could be a corn dog.
There's no
Corn dog has to have
cornbread.
like the bread around it.
There's
too.
no cornbread.
Just no.
Idiot.
Well, I guess I fucking win then, nerds.
Bruh, that did not seem intentional. Anyways.
Corn dogs can like be kind of a reddish color. Like pogos are kind
The
of
way
red.
they did this picture is so weird. Why is the top left just like
Yeah.
a zoomed in picture of the same thing? But then,
It's like if I could.
They meant to change the opacity
Yeah, I know.
of it,
I
probably.
guess. Yeah, it's just a zoom in.
It's
on
just
the
very well, like very poorly. Oh, it's somebody from fucking shit. What do you call it? No, the anime on Killfoy's leg. I can't remember the name for some reason.
which one?
It's
Gurren Lagann. Gurren
We're not
Lagann.
picking this, but
It's the lady
that's
from
what
Gurren
we're talking
Lagann.
about.
Oh, it is Nia.
Oh, I got a good one.
Okay,
Alright.
save that, Dave, and you can go next. Man, I want to find something that really just does it for me.
It's
Are
getting
you right? Oh, this might do it for
I
you.
think we found it. Okay, boys and girls, gather around as I attempt to interpret this. I have no idea what this character is, but that may even make it better. All right, so what we got here? How the fuck do I zoom in? I love how this is incognito, man.
I had to change it to incognito mode, man. Fuck that.
Last time I did a raw dog. Anyway, so what we got here is you have something that appears to be.
Oh, you're not mic'd.
Oh shit! I'm just speaking.
Uh oh.
All right.
Oh, stinky.
Sorry, boys and girls.
Sorry, technical difficulties, stinky difficulties.
I was definitely a dummy.
I'm gonna use this time to go to the bathroom. I think.
Smart idea. Okay, so have you guys all played Sonic Adventure, the first one?
I haven't
maybe.
played it,
Yeah.
but I know of it.
Okay, so you
Is
know of it.
Knuckles in
So
it?
you know Chaos,
Yeah.
the water guy.
Yeah.
Think that, but female with like big ass titties.
Okay.
Okay.
It isn't necessarily that character,
So is
but
it
it's kind of like that. It's
is
like a
it-
see-through water character.
It's like a Slimeling.
Kind of, yeah,
We
for
get
sure.
we get one
Oh,
question at the
slime
end.
girls, big nut, big
Yeah,
nut.
you
big
guys
nut.
should exercise your question at the end. But anyways, I don't know what this character is, so it's kind of hard for me to be sure. But that's what it kind of reminds me of. It's a lot like Chaos, and it's just like this stereotypical like anime version of it. It's got big old titties. It's got its ass towards us. It has these symbols on it that are like pink. In the bathroom, in the background, not the bathroom. The background appears to have a bunch of like ice and stuff. Anyway, so she's kneeling on this platform with a giant fucking like skin-colored dildo just right up her, and since she's water and everything like that, you can see it go all the way up to her fucking heart. Like it's right around like the same level as where her titties are. It's fucking absurd. Anyways, she's got a bit of an embarrassed face. She kind of reminds me of the same hairstyle as I don't remember what her name is, but the Hokage in Naruto that's like a girl. Tsunade. She kind of got the same hairstyle and face as her, but this is a very embarrassed version of it. Yeah, that's really it. So like, water thing got two like pink symbols on their ass cheeks. Fucking dildo. We even got some scriptures on this fucking dildo. Wild. Yeah. So that's my description.
I don't know what was
like
mine
powder.
there.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You said she got huge tits,
Pretty big.
but she's back on.
Yeah, she's back on. Yeah. It's, yeah, her tits are kind of like one of her tit is showing on the side because she's like turned towards the camera.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah. Go for it. You got your question?
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd game, ain't it?
No, I don't got a question.
Word. Dave, you got any questions?
Nope.
Do I have to say what I think you're lying, or do I just say?
Oh,
I think
word.
You
you're
just have to
lying?
say you're lying.
You can.
Yeah,
if you
bonus-
wanna get-
Bonus points
if
if
you
you can
guess.
guess the lie.
Yeah, word. If you can get what it is.
I'm gonna say you're lying. I'm not gonna specify the lie though.
Okay.
But I know there's a lie in there.
Okay. Dave or Killfoy, do you guys want to theorize I'm telling the truth or a lie? If you want to say I'm lying, what specifically, maybe?
I think you're full of shit, Connor.
All right.
Just to be different, I'll say you're telling the truth.
All right, word. Well, Killfoy is the only real boy. We're gonna do. I'm just gonna show it to you guys this time, and then we'll set the date in a second. So, here it is.
Okay, damn, yeah, that is.
What is that character? Like, go to the
Yeah,
tags and
I
see
kind
what
of
that
gotta
character
find out what it is.
I-
I'll post in the group just so you guys.
I think
can,
it's a Slimeling of some kind is what it looks like for sure.
Oh,
like I
don't
was
save
saying.
the image, you ding dong. Copy it.
Ding
Bruh,
dong.
it's already your
Set
desktop
it as
background.
background.
You said it was my back.
Pilot, please.
Too late. Too late. That's what I right clicked to do. You thought I was saving it. I just made it your background. Here we go. It's now in the LadStat group. At least it should be. I just brought it
copy
over.
and paste. That's what I do on my
Fine.
laptop.
Okay. I'm
Like a Neanderthal.
Yeah. Give me a moment. I'm a acoustic.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. It should be loaded.
Just watch the.
There we go. Luke actually should be aware of what we're doing because
Yeah, he knows.
he helped us with doing it last time. For the other lads that aren't aware, this is
See what character it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's not the
find
missus
it.
from Skyward Sword, is it?
It looks like a Zelda character.
Like
Let me
Fee.
see. Is it posted in
Scroll
Discord?
down.
It's in the Lad Stack podcast.
Yeah,
Dave?
Oh, sick. Okay.
there doesn't appear
See
to
this
be a
shit.
tag
No,
on
no,
her.
no. Look, go scroll down. I gotta see.
I just think she's a slimeling. Like that's all I can get from
Could
it. Like
be.
someone's
Oh, it
OC
just says
Oh,
slimeling.
source. Here we go.
Oh, I don't know if this is.
No,
gonna...
source will just take you to wherever the image was posted.
Well,
I was gonna say on there it might be saying it. Yeah, I was
Is there
gonna
no
say.
is there no tags on the left hand side?
No, there isn't.
Oh wow, it's not even tagged
Yeah.
me.
Oh, the fucking. Oh, you have to create an account. I don't
Yeah,
know
because
how
it's
that-
it's fucking porn, so you gotta have
Brands are
something.
giving me.
Oh, it's on the website's Japanese. I guess we could reverse
What
image
is it? Is it
search it.
Pixiv?
Damn, Moonspeak.
Is it Pixiv?
Yeah, it's Pixiv.
Pixiv was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why I know that.
I don't know if I want to know badly enough to fuck around with that.
Anyways, we'll have it there for future use.
Wide
Anyways,
hips was a tag.
Dave,
Mm-hmm.
you said you have one for us.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna head off after this to cook some supper for myself because I'm starving. So this will be my
that
final,
weird?
my final work. So this is one I think Brandon's gonna like a lot. It's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it's on the character select screen. And I'm assuming you're from looking at the perspective of the player, but right in front of you is Palutena, and her big old titties with massive areolas are just sandwiching a fully erect penis, and she's looking at you like she's about to chow down or maybe fall asleep. I can't tell which.
Right.
So
Is
what do
that
you
it?
think? Yeah, that's it.
That it? The only thing I'd be questioning is the whole. What do you mean by the face? Like if she's gonna go to sleep or she'll have to chow down. But I feel that's like
Her eyes are like droopy.
that's my
Yeah.
question. What do you mean by that?
They're like half closed.
Is it a sexual looking face?
Oh, it's very sexual.
All right, that's my question.
You said it was on the character select screen.
Yep.
How many players are there?
You can't see. It's blocked by her massive, ginormous mammaries.
Is there any other characters visible?
No, not in this style. You can see like the rest of the character select screen or most of it, but she's definitely taking up the front and center of this place. I can hear Brandon fidgeting uncontrollably.
Yeah, dude, that's me.
Yeah, I don't really have any questions. I don't think.
Go where you got the question.
Whose cock is it?
I'm assuming it's you, the viewer, like you're inserted into the scene.
Is it circumcised?
Actually, yeah, it is.
It
yeah.
is.
Can I role play it?
Wow.
It's P1.
You were to guess the girth.
It's around half the size. It's about the size of her face from the looks of it. I don't know if that's a perspective thing or what.
No.
I think that's a lie, Dave. I don't think we're on the character select screen. I think we're on like fucking Palutena's castle.
I
or
think we're on
something.
Battlefield.
Yeah, I also,
Don't Fox only. I think you're lying. I don't think it's Palutena.
I
think it's
agree.
Fox, and then the cock is Fox too.
I think there's no character select screen.
I think it's not Palutena. I think you're lying.
I think you tell the truth. All
All right,
right, Dave, post it for us.
put in that lad stack.
I put it in the Discord.
I don't
did you put it
have
in the
the
Discord?
Discord.
Brett just was on. What the hell kind of podcast is this?
Poor Brad.
Well,
Oh wow! I was
Oh
right.
fuck yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
lustfully at an
I don't think it's.
uncircumcised
I can kind of get what you mean with the eyes, but that definitely looks like she's about to eat
Yeah,
it.
she's about to chow down.
God, that's
That is the size. of her
ridiculous.
goddamn
I would
head.
have said like more. I guess like yeah, huge. I don't know.
That's
I would
Mario's
have really
cock up there.
emphasized how ginormous the fucking tits were.
She has massive titties, is what I was saying, and massive areolas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dave did
Well, like,
emphasize it.
I feel like the cock maybe needed to be talked about more, 'cause that's stupid. You said it was like it's close to the size of her face, but it's literally bigger than her.
Well, I don't know if it's a perspective thing.
I think
you know?
she's in the background. Though.
Yeah, I think we're talking about
Her tits are so long, they're really straight.
Yeah, they could be. They could be.
I
Yeah.
don't know
holding
which
them
one
out.
I'd rather.
Like she's at an
Man.
arm's length. That's why you can't
I
see.
can't remember where I saw it, but I saw somewhere like some Rule 34 comment, and some dude was like, "Man, what the fuck? You don't know how to draw porn." And it was like, you just don't know how to draw perspective on shit. Like the guy was just like making
The perspective on this is really bad.
Yeah, he was like, but
You're
he was
using a single point perspective. You
he was
should have
like-
used a 2 point.
you just don't know how to draw like a realistic thing.
Yeah, couple if you want to look for one.
I can do it on my
Well,
phone.
boys, on
trying
that
to.
note, I'm going to go ahead and get myself some supper.
Yeah, thanks, Dave, for joining us.
No
Next time
problem.
we'll have a lot less technical difficulties.
Yeah, I was also fighting through the reverb of myself for most of it, so hopefully I don't sound too stilted.
We'll figure it out.
Have,
next
have a good
time.
evening, folks.
Yeah, word.
Have a good evening, folks.
Thanks. See you around, Dave.
Cool.
What a lovely
Chap.
What a lovely.
Yeah. Anyways, so while Kilfoy is finding an image, I'm gonna have a little quick question for
Holy fuck.
it's like a lightning round kind of question. On the topics of this kind of stuff, actually, you know what? Kilfoy, it's just for you, I guess, because we've already done this question before. Is there any fetishes that you've seen in your time when maybe looking in it that you find very, like, just so unique or wild or like you can't
Armpit
be-
fucking.
Armpit fucking?
Luke Kennedy one time sent me a video of a dude fucking an armpit, and he was like, "I don't know what this is, and I don't like it," and I agreed. It was very odd.
So, question: when you're talking about it, so is it like person like this, or is it like the actual?
No,
armpit?
yes, person like that. Like I get why you would do it in a
Yeah,
sense for
yeah.
like literal pure mechanics of it.
Yeah.
But I don't get why someone would have it's a girl there in the video too, so you saw her like tits moving when he's fucking her armpit. It's
Yeah.
like you have a person there with you.
Yeah, why would you do that
Just
instead?
fuck them or get them to jerk you off.
Yeah,
or
something like
just
that.
something. Why are you fucking their armpit?
Yeah.
All right, we're
Yeah, there's really not a lot.
All right, I got my image.
cool. All right.
So it's a centaur woman.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem to be a horse though. It seems to be more of a deer.
Okay.
She's topless, so she has her tits out. She's making a very erotic face, looking sort of panicked, looking back at her behind. In her behind seems to be another person, either pushing or pulling themselves into her, or pulling themselves out of
their
her.
entire body.
Yeah, their entire body. At the bottom of her, you see the outline of feet, like sticking,
like sticking out,
like
okay.
yeah, like protruding
he's
from her
feet
body
first.
is like feet. Yeah, he's
Okay.
feet first. His like head and shoulders are out currently.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
wow.
it looks like there's a second person, either again pushing them in or pulling them out. I can't quite tell if they're trying to get further in or try to get out. And it's just taking place in the woods. Do you guys think that is real? or not?
I have one question. If you were to theorize how she would wear pants, would they cover just her back legs, or would she put them all over all of her legs?
This is a whole different fucking can of worms.
that's
I think just the back legs. I don't know really what the question would be.
So my only question is, you're saying his whole body is being inserted into her?
Yeah.
So it's not just his dick. Like,
No,
he is entering. This is
Again,
some boar shit.
again, his feet you can see at the bottom of her midsection.
It's like a seat. It's like a
Not even
X-ray.
seat that you just see like.
Or like the indents of them actually sticking out.
Yeah, it's like protruding from. You know when they do those like.
Yeah.
It's so big you can see it when they're getting fucked, or like
Yeah,
you see it in their throat. It's that, but his feet.
Yeah, I think that's true. I
Yeah,
believe
no, this feels legit. Yeah.
Just to be different, I'm gonna say it's not.
It is legit for the most part.
that. Yeah. For the most part.
Or no, yeah, for
completely.
Give it a little
completely.
post just so we can see it.
Yeah,
Is he wearing socks?
you can't
Well, we'll
tell.
have to find
Can't
out.
tell. But it's not gay if he's wearing socks.
I'm gonna tell Brett he's gonna have to find out why.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Oh
Good
my
Lord.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, like
Ew.
Ooh.
It's like
Oh.
reverse birthing.
Yeah, it's like feet. And
Yeah, like I can't tell if it's like they're
Ow,
they're trying to shove him in or take him out.
It. No, you
No,
don't like.
that looks like
You
that looks-
grab him underneath the armpits if you were trying to remove him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
They're
looks like
pushing
they're
up the
pushing you in there.
shoulders.
It seems like some sort of form of torture or some shit. Wild.
Also, the perspective on this is just completely off.
Yeah.
Got him. Did it
It's
to
just
him.
arms coming out of nowhere. Dean, you're the last one.
I did one originally, but I do. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
what? No,
did
but
you-
I have an idea for
Okay.
another version of this game.
Okay.
Where let me see if I can probably do it
What's
from
the
my
other
phone.
one? That's so...
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to find an image with a lot of tags, and I'm gonna choose 3 of the most popular tags, say them, and then I'll choose 3 of the least popular tags and give you those, and then you guys have to guess what is in the image,
Oh.
and just based off the tags,
Okay.
and I will judge based on whoever is the closest. So let me pull up an image here.
We're really getting a lot of content out of it.
Rule 34 is an amazing website.
Well, there's just such an infinitesimal amount of images on that thing. I can only imagine, like, and it's one of those things like YouTube, since there's people constantly uploading onto it.
What was the... Is that Mario? Oh.
Mario penis. It is the
Yeah.
new skin for Mario Odyssey.
I don't like his mustache. It doesn't have as many, or sorry, his pube bush doesn't have as many bumps as his mustache.
It should have just been reversed. Imagine
Yeah,
if they just
exactly.
found it.
Nintendo would never release that. If Luigi came out and he had like a similar pube structure, I'd be like, nah, it wouldn't look like that. It'd be black and it would just be 2 little. Unbelievable.
For those wondering at home, just look up Mario Odyssey penis.
Okay,
I'm
this
sure
is
it's
perfect.
there.
But I can't see tags. No, I can. Okay, but I can't see how many there are. All right, I'll read off. So they have it. There's like copyright, character, and general. I'll give you like 1 from the copyright, 2 from the character, and then I'll give you like a couple from the like general tags.
Okay.
So the copyright is Nintendo.
Okay.
The character is Gerudo
Gerudo. Okay.
and Princess.
Okay.
I'll say those ones because the other ones just give away who it is.
Okay.
Okay. So one of the tags is cuckold.
Is it the first one?
No, there's a bunch of tags, but I'll give you them. So there's cuckold. There is muscular male. There is not furry focus.
Okay.
There is pointy ears. There is scaly. And there is video games.
So you have to guess what the image is based off the tags?
Maybe I'll give you a couple more. Maybe I'll read out all the general tags. Because that doesn't really give away much. Say, we got
I can give a broad
intro,
guess. but-
balls, beard, bed, blonde hair, blush, breasts,
Uh-oh.
cuckold, duo,
I
erection,
know.
facial hair, female, flaccid, hair, horn, human,
I gotta
humanoid,
guess.
lying, male, male penetrating, mammal, muscular, muscular male, nipples, not furry focus, nude, on back, on bed, open mouth, penis, pointy ears,
How many
pussy,
more?
red hair, scaly, sex, smile, straight, video games.
All right, my guess
The meta is 2019 and 3D.
Okay, my guess is
3D.
Ganon fucking Zelda while Link is there, and he's like, they're all nude, and like Ganon's like hairy as fuck and all that kind of stuff, and that's why it's cuckolding, and that's why like a lot of tags are about him, and he's just like a very hairy, maybe even bearded Ganon is like fucking Zelda, and yeah, that's Link is watching. Maybe he's even fucking Link, and maybe part of it. Who knows?
All right. I'm
That's my guess.
gonna guess that it's Zelda fucking a Gerudo woman while Link watches.
Oh, okay.
But it says straight.
Yeah, but maybe Zelda got a penis or something. I don't fucking know. It's Rule 34,
Is
dude.
that straight?
If Zelda
For Rule 34, yeah.
My entire view on this has been thrown in off balance.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's my
Yeah,
guess.
no,
I was gonna say it was like the Gerudo princess lady getting banged by a Goron, and Link had to watch.
Okay, I will give you a hint. You're all pretty close.
Okay.
I will give you a hint from a tag. I will say for not furry focus again.
Oh, is Ganon like in the boar form?
Oh, that is not very focused.
Oh, it's not furry focused. The fuck does that mean? Like, there's furries in it, but it's not focusing on them?
I'll also say scaly again.
So
Oh my god, it's
Okay.
Ganon a fucking dragon?
no. I think it's Ganon, fucking Elizaphos or whatever.
Okay.
While somebody watches, like I don't know, maybe
They liked watching
other lizard folk or something. But
There
then
has
there's
to be
pointy ears. Fuck.
Link's probably the pointy ears part.
Yeah,
Link's watching.
Link or Zelda in the background.
Don't Gorons have?
Oh, wait a
squirrels
minute,
on them?
What's her face? The Zora misses. Is it? Oh, it's Ganon fucking her, and Link's watching because he was like supposed to be like.
Mifa or whatever.
Yeah, Mifa, because like Zelda. Sorry, Link was supposed to be like with her.
Oh,
Yeah, that one. Is that it?
Would you like another hint?
One last hint, and then you gotta tell us.
The final one is horn.
Oh my god! Okay, Ganon is in his boar form, like when he becomes Ganon, when he has a giant horn and he's fucking Lizalfos while Link watches. And with his other horn, he's also fucking the Zora misses.
Damn, Connor just adding everything we said together.
No.
I don't know.
You guys are very close.
The most ambitious
You are correct
crossover.
in saying that Ganon is the penetrating male. The other character that he's fucking is Princess Peach.
Oh.
Bowser is in the background behind a window watching.
Oh, so that is
Okay.
post the image. I think I'm getting this
Yeah,
now.
like that's a fucking gross format to make that. Who does that?
Let me see.
It's like a weird 3D model. Like people at the fucking Gmod make
Yeah.
that or some
No, that's
shit.
like
wow.
Source Filmmaker or something like that.
Yeah, are you posting it?
Ugh,
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to.
I feel like
copy
that's the
this.
worst form of porn.
Oh, like
Source-
the Gmod
Source
shit.
Filmmaker?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
So like Overwatch, like Source Filmmaker shit, like or like any video game Source Filmmaker.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Like in the games, in any games engine, pretty much.
Yeah, because it's just always
'Cause
poorly.
you can rip the game's
done.
models and then make your own shit from them and like do whatever you want.
Yeah.
All right.
Like when all
Let's
the
do one
Overwatch
more like
models
this.
got like.
Okay, we'll
stolen.
post it first so we can
Yeah, I
see.
posted it.
Is it?
Yeah, I shared it. I hope to the right group.
Oh god, wrong group.
I don't think I'm in this
Okay,
group.
that's like the definition of
Oh, here we
a
go.
worse time to go wrong. Oh, okay, here we go.
Oh, I
Bowser's cock so sad.
Yeah, Bowser's even gonna
Dude,
top that.
why is Ganon just black?
He is. He's not even green in the slightest. This is fully black.
and yeah, Bowser just looks so sad. I can't get over that.
What makes it pointy-eared?
Ganon has him, I think.
I guess, but like it's hard to tell.
And the horns are Bowser.
Yeah,
oh,
Bowser's horns. Wild. Yeah, that's so varietized compared to what I was expecting. All right.
It's in like the Super Mario like 64 castle.
Yeah, it is. That's wild. Yeah, that looks really bad.
I'm trying to find another one here, but I'm getting ones that don't really have too many tags.
Weird.
Well, hold on. Well, me and Connor will look for one as well.
Oh, I got one.
All right.
Oh, it doesn't have many tags, so fuck.
Yeah, you're kind of.
I'm looking for ones that have like characters.
Because like those
that
are like those
known.
tags like legit can give you direction, whereas like if you have tags that don't really give you much direction.
All right,
like,
here's one.
compared-
All right, we'll go again. Copyright is Nintendo.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
cool.
Character is, I'll say Koopa because the other one I can't say. Here are
Like-
the tags.
Like Koopa Troopa.
Here are the tags. Anthro, bed, big breasts, duo, female, first person view, grope, huge breasts, human on anthro, interspecies, looking at viewer, male human / female, anthro, mammal, nipples, nude, outer course,
How-
Paisari?
Paisari.
What is that?
It's
Okay.
like-
Yeah, well, maybe you know. It's an advantage. Penis, Ponyhanen?
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Might be the
Okay.
artist.
No, it's not though. Scaly, sex, solo, focus, straight, video games.
What was can you repeat the last 5 again?
Ponyhanen, scaly, sex, solo, focus, straight, video games. The meta,
Scaly what?
scaly.
Oh, okay.
Scaly and then
Scaly
solo
is
focused.
like furry, but yeah.
Okay.
The meta
okay,
is-
because
the meta-
Koopa Troopa.
because Koopas are kind of scaly.
Koopa, just Koopa.
But isn't Bowser?
Yeah.
The meta is Rule 63.
Okay, so it's Bowsette getting
with giant titties.
The fuck is Rule 63?
came over all over. Rule 63 is if there's a character there exists gender bent porn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. So it's Bowsette. Yeah, I agree.
I think it's Bowsette or like
giant
female
titties.
Bowser, big old
It's
titties,
looking at you because that's important. The first person
giving a tit job,
Yeah.
getting cum all over.
Yeah, it's definitely looking at you. It's from your perspective of you're getting your rocks off.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
I
that
don't
quick
really do
basic
anything else.
description. I'm not really.
My only
thinking in
my only
detail.
alternative would be is if it's like Koopa Troopa, and then it'd be like fucking like a shell, and then there's like a weird
I don't
turtle
think that
dick.
gives off enough to know what
Yeah.
that is, though.
I will give you a hint.
Okay,
Scaly.
But you already did that. What?
so it's Bowsette.
So-
Doesn't Bowsette have scales? Or no, she's getting fucked by... What if she's getting fucked by Bowser?
Yeah,
Oh my God, Bowser fucks himself.
The dick's gonna be a weird like reptile penis.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, like the one we saw in the other image where it's like fucking
Okay, I'll
like.
give you another
disco.
hint. Male human.
Oh, okay. So it's a guy fucking Bowsette,
Okay,
but it's not like
It's not
sexy
Bowsette,
It's
it's
like,
like-
actually Bowser.
okay, yeah. or it's like not even Bowser, but what if it's like Wendy Koopa?
Either way, it has giant titties. Like it's emphasized with like
63.
4 tags with like
Oh,
big
fuck.
titties.
Oh, what if it's like Larry or something, or like Roy? Just turned into a fucking...
Oh my God, yeah, it's Wendy being fucked. Oh my God, is it Wendy
No,
with
but
big
it's
titties?
Rule 63 though, so
Alright.
it's
Oh,
a
okay,
gender
it's
bent.
yeah,
it
We'll
has
make
to
this
be
we'll make this a
American.
cooperative game. I'll say you guys got it.
Okay.
It's basically just like a female version of Bowser. Not Bowsette though.
Oh,
a female
okay.
version of Bowser. getting
with
tit
big titties. Damn. Okay.
job, guys.
Yeah, this has to be without like the image. It has to be teamwork. Christ, it won't work.
We'll do one more. There's a lot of tags. in this one.
I say we not someone other than
Yeah,
you.
somebody
try
else
it.
do one. Me and Connor will
Yeah,
do one.
me
Alright,
and
here are
Will
the
will do
tags: 4 toes, all fours, anthro, anus, ass, ball sack, balls, barefoot, biceps, biped, black claws, black paws,
Black
black
paw.
fur, black hair, brown balls, brown eyes, brown fur, brown hair, brown tail, canine, claws,
What was the
Doberman,
copyright?
hair piercing. There's
You
no
check the tag.
eyebrow piercing, facial
Donkey
piercing,
Kong
fur,
with
gauge
big-ass
hair, gradient
balls.
background, hair, inviting, leash, looking at viewer, looking back, male, male only, mammal, mohawk, mouth
was a lot of
hole,
tags.
multicolored fur, multicolored
Yeah, I don't know
hair,
if you know what
masculine,
that is, though.
muscular male, nude, paw pads, penis, perineum,
This
piercing, pink anus, pink nose, pink paw pads,
Wow, what
pink
are those
penis,
things?
pink tongue, pointy ears,
Jesus Christ.
presenting hindquarters, rear view, short tail, simple background, small tail, smile, smirk, snout, solo, teeth, toe claws, toes, tongue out, two-tone
Tongue
hair,
out.
two-tone hair.
It's two male
a
furries
lot
with
of
two-tone hair, dog-based furries, fucking each other in the ass at the same time.
It's hard to
Hint.
get one that...
I'll give you a hint. Do you guys want to add?
I think
I
I'm
don't know.
Kilfoy's guess is
There's
good as
just a
mine,
lot
man. There's a
going
whole,
on
you was
there, man.
fucking rapid fire that shit.
Hold on, where's the hint?
Oh, we got a little something here. I don't know what that is.
I can't.
I guess.
I'm
Solo.
looking at the tags, but it has to be something
Solo.
like they would get.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
What the
something.
fuck? I thought you said it was two at a point.
Two-tone
Yeah, but who
fur,
is this?
two-tone hair.
John, man.
So
it
it's
has a lot
a
of tags.
solo. Fuck, I didn't hear what he was doing. I guess.
Oh, it's like a lightning round. I say all the tags at once, and you guys gotta remember.
Jesus
all right,
Christ,
he's
yeah.
presenting himself,
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
looking back at you, smiling. So it's like
That's enough of that.
he's gonna have a hard cock looking back at you, being like, "Oh, you're gonna fuck me?" That's my
But it's
guess.
definitely. I think you were definitely right with the furries. There's 2 male furries.
It's just one.
oh, 1 male
That's what he
furry.
said. Solo.
The hint was solo.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. It's like them looking at
It's
the
just
viewer.
looking back, being like, "Yeah,
Look at the viewer, being like, "You want
yeah,
this?"
big boy, come
Yeah.
on."
Yeah.
Woof woof, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, Dean.
Yeah,
show it to us.
basically.
Yeah.
It's a Doberman, just kind of like.
Yeah,
is
that's
that its
presenting.
tongue?
No, he's got a leash in his mouth.
Oh,
Okay, I was about to say, damn,
It's like, what
long
the
time.
hell?
There you
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Black
This one.
balls.
There's not a lot of
No,
tags.
no, no,
though.
that one's easy.
Yeah, but there wasn't a lot of tags. It's hard to find an easy one that has a lot of tags.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, definitely.
That
more
one,
Logan.
I pulled that one up at random. I saw the tags first, and I was like,
Oh wait,
Fuck,
that one
I
might
gotta
have. No,
go.
it didn't.
I gotta go. There's too many.
Yeah, like a lot of the furry shit has a lot of tags.
Yeah.
But
Furry's got very specific
Well, Dean did
taste.
one without based off a character. Oh, okay.
oh no, 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 wait, wait, oh fuck, hold on, I actually want
Go back, go back, go back.
All right.
All right, let me. I want to do this. Will, you can assist if you want. We'll come up with the hint. But first off, we gotta zoom way the fuck in. Like,
Just gotta bring it back up to 100, I think.
damn. This one. Okay. Copyright Sega Sonic series character Tails general after sex, anthro, ass, balls, blue eyes, breasts, canine, cum, female, fox, fur, furry, fur tail, gloves, grass, male, multiple tails, orgasm, penis, pussy, raccoon, sun, and tail.
And then
And
Rule 63 is
Rule
the meta.
63.
Okay, so it's a gender
It's
bent
Rule
Tails.
60, yeah.
Yeah.
So Tails is probably on her back with her legs up in the air, and she's probably got coom coming out of her pussy. And there's probably a character that just pulled out.
And they're in a field.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is.
They're on Emerald Hill Zone specifically.
All right, you're really damn close. The only thing that's different
Well,
is
give me a
the only thing.
tag.
I don't know if the tag helps with this.
He gave you all the tags, didn't he? Or no?
Yeah, I said them all. There's not that many.
Yeah, but you can repeat one
that might
that
help.
will give us a hint as to
'Cause,
something
like-
that we're forgetting.
Hold on, you keep.
Raccoon.
Hold
How
on, let me
the
see.
hell?
Hold
Who's
on.
specifically a raccoon in
there's
Sonic?
a-
I don't know. There probably is.
We
one.
don't.
Ooh,
Yeah,
is
there's
Tom
no
Nook in
tag
there,
that
I
really
wonder?
helps you.
Yeah, there's
No, he's
not
a
many.
Tanuki, though.
Honestly, that's pretty much it. So like,
Oh.
this is it.
What the?
So like,
goodness.
it's just
It-
tails, and all we see is this fucking smirk. We don't know what it is. It just has a really brown bottom. Like, that's all the tags,
Oh,
man.
that's. I thought that was like a
What the
pregnant
fuck?
belly or something.
Oh, it's his feet. I was like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is like?
Yeah, oh god, coming out of its puss. Jesus Christ.
Yikes.
Oh my. Okay. Gonna put that in the group just for educational purposes.
Oh,
No, we don't need that.
I didn't go for the kids or the adults.
Educational.
There you go.
All right.
that
Kill
concludes-
for you want to do one?
I think that concludes our Rule 35.
Yeah,
I'm good- I'm
We've
good
been
for
on- We've
those.
done enough Rule 34.
All right,
so-
we've done enough for today. All right, boys and girls, thank you for that. We'll wrap it up then, because we've been going for a while. Like, yeah. So, any concluding thoughts anyone have?
Overall, we want Pokemon to do something different and fix the formula. Death Stranding, I don't know if it actually got into the podcast after or if it's going to get cut out.
Yeah.
We said it seems very good, and the best way to say it is Hideo Kojima is at the same time a genius, but also fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Could be one of those movies that everybody hates at the time, but comes back to it and being like, "Holy fuck!"
It's
this is, like,
it's an
one of the best things
immediate
ever.
cult classic, is what someone would say.
Immediate, I would say
Immediate
like a
cult classic.
Cult classic of the future. Like I think our grandkids are gonna look back on Death Stranding and
Yeah.
say, "Wow, this game was truly ahead of its time."
Yeah, for sure. I think that's what most Kojima games become, but like Metal Gear Solid, I guess, is a bit different. Like, I feel like this game, since it doesn't have like an immediate brand name, it's not getting like the praise it wants to get.
I mean, I think it got fairly good reviews from what I saw. It's very polarizing
Yeah.
reviews though. It's either this was a 40-hour experience that fucking changed my life, or that was 40 hours of
It
fucking
was-
nothing.
They'll never
Mostly
get that,
Japan had really good reviews, and I think Europe maybe had some good reviews. But America and Australia just went over their heads.
Word.
Everybody in America was just like, nah, it's not a good game.
Word. They just weren't into the vibe of like the fact that like you're walking for a long time in atmosphere. I guess
Yeah,
it's not a
but-
concept for them.
We'll talk about this briefly because we do really need to wrap this up. But Hideo Kojima said that this is a strand game, and he's differentiating between strand games and stick games. And I think I don't know if it was him, but somebody said it's because most games now are stick games where we have a stick and we can hit people with the stick, and that's the game. Shooters, you shoot somebody, and you're like, they're dead. It's player versus player.
Yeah.
This is a strand game, which is about bringing players together in like gameplay and in, I guess, not really direct communication, but the point of the game is not directly to affect other players.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen stuff people saying where they like fucking like you can get likes or whatever, which is basically
Yes,
in-game
yeah.
money, and like from doing stuff. Like if you put down a ladder somewhere that's convenient, people can give you likes,
Yeah.
and you make money back from it. Or like
And I think it's
you
simply
build
just
a
like
road.
you just swipe on like the controller.
Yeah,
and, like, you like
it's
that.
you just like keep tapping it or
Yeah.
something. But yeah, it seems very very interesting. But like I feel like it's a game that's really setting itself in a time because in years like down the line, like we're saying, you might not be able to play the game properly because no one's playing anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like a big element
Yes.
from what I've seen is not relying, but definitely utilizing other people's
Yeah.
impact on the game.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
you can build bridges and stuff as well, but you can also like start a bridge. Like somebody else can start a bridge,
And you can finish
get the
it.
materials for them, and you can finish it. Unfortunately, like the person that built the bridge initially will get most of the likes. I think I don't know how it's divvied out
Yeah.
like that, but it seems like very much so a game that's kind of like going away from conventional like multiplayer, like player v player, and just kind of going in its own direction.
Yeah, in a weird way, it's like a co-op, but in a
Not really
indirect
direct
way.
co-op.
Yeah.
The thing about this game in particular is that it's probably going to get better and maybe easier in like a year or so. Like when it first came out, there was none of this like structures built. There was no like I don't know exactly.
I think the thing they have though is the rain that ages.
Yeah.
It's going to quickly cycle things out.
Okay.
That's, I think,
Yeah.
the way they've done it. I think
Okay.
it's like if you build a structure, it might only last a week in real
Right.
life or something.
Which is what I was worried about. But even
But-
if there was like a higher player base, like more players get on,
Yeah.
there's going to be more stuff happening.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is just
My
really neat.
only other comment on the game, and this is again from not with having played it myself, only watching stuff and knowing trailer info, I do not like personally how it very much feels like it is just Norman Reedus is the main character of that game. Like, I know it's because the model is him and that kind of thing. I personally do not want video games to start of this trend of having actors as a character in the
Oh,
game.
word. Yeah.
I feel like it's super, not world breaking, but jarring for me as a player.
Yeah.
Because like I was saying that to Dave, who has played the game, and he was telling me how there's points in the game where like you're in the bathroom taking a shit, and then an ad for The Walking Dead starring your guy
Right, okay.
show up and stuff like that, and I'm like, that's super.
Yeah, that's too football
That's
breaking.
too like world shaking, and it's
Right.
kind of funny, but like if I wanted to actually get invested in a character,
that's not the game.
I'd much rather a blank face, not Norman Reedus. Nothing
Yeah.
against that guy, but it to me
People do it to
takes
get
stuff
their
away.
games.
Also, they have like
Yeah,
a,
it ruins immersion a
a
little bit.
weird
yeah.
range of people that they got in the game.
Yeah.
They got Guillermo del Toro, and they got Conan O'Brien, and they got like Mads Mikkelsen, and all these
It's
people.
a super odd.
just like all over the place.
I just don't want that to become a trend.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool thing to try, but I really personally don't want acting to take over a video game character aspect because it ruins a fantasy aspect of those things. Like
Yeah, for sure.
characters like Master Chief and stuff worked so well for years because they were the faceless pro tag.
Yeah,
I
for
guess
sure.
it kind of works in this game though because it's supposed to be like
It's so story.
post-apocalyptic.
Yes, yeah, it's so story driven and that it works. The only other thing I mentioned with that, I think I liked Norman Reedus as the character from Silent Hill because the way they or PT because you would never really notice it until they pointed out to you.
Right.
Yeah.
In
Because it's
cutscenes.
first
Because
person.
it was a first person game, or was like the playable teaser was. I think that worked a lot better in my mind, and I was much more okay with that then compared to this now, where you see Norman Reedus' face 90% of the time.
Yeah, word.
That's my final words. I don't know if anybody else wants to say anything else.
Word.
Also, yeah, I really don't like how they got that actor to play the fetus in that game.
Yeah,
too.
that's
that was
kinda
really
weird.
weird. It was also like kind of like immoral, I guess, to like put a fetus in a mocap suit. But I guess you got to do what you got to do.
It's just the things that we do for art.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
You do Kojima.
I hope like they paid like the
Inspiration.
mother for the
Jesus.
clearly terrible thing that they did.
Kid's college fund was paid before he was even out of the womb. Not many people could say that.
Okay, well we'll finish up then. Thank you, boys. Hopefully we'll have these lads all around again, and we'll see you next time.
Enjoy the outro music.
Okay, well we'll finish up then. Thank you, boys. Hopefully we'll have these lads all around again, and we'll see you next time.
Enjoy the outro music.